The woman noticed something strange while wiping the mirror. The woman in the framed painting actually twitched in a creepy way, but when she turned to check, the painting looked completely normal again. At first she thought it must be her eyes playing tricks. How could a painting move on its own? But what happened next made her regret for life. It turns out a strange painting also hung in the eldest daughter's room. The figure in the painting held scissors and a comb. Ever since moving into this house, the eldest daughter grew more afraid the more she looked. She immediately wanted to take the painting down. Unexpectedly the painting stuck to the wall and would not come off. It felt like it was not a painting but a real person. At night the eldest daughter was sleeping. Suddenly she heard the sound of scissors beside her. In an instant her hair was cut for no reason. The next day, her beautiful long hair was cut into a mess. Annie angrily went to confront her mischievous younger sister.
Get over here! Girls! Girls!
Janice, stop it! Stop it! What is going on?
What you did to my hair?
Strangely, the sister looked confused. She seemed completely innocent. The sister said she never left her room all night. This left Annie totally puzzled. Soon night came again. She had just washed her hair and was about to sleep. Suddenly she heard the sound of scissors again. Thinking about how her hair was cut last night, the more she looked at the painting the more uneasy she felt. She simply covered it with a white cloth. Unexpectedly, in the middle of the night, a hand slowly stretched out from behind the cloth. It started cutting her hair again. As Annie opened her eyes, that hand quickly withdrew behind the cloth. Looking at her shortened hair again, Annie first suspected her sister, but just as she was about to confront her, she stopped. How could her sister come in the middle of the night to cut her hair? While she was confused, the cloth covering the painting suddenly moved. A shadow could be vaguely seen behind it. Annie was terrified. She hurriedly hid in the closet. Unexpectedly, after the cloth fell, nothing was behind it. Just as Annie felt at a loss, the sound of scissors suddenly came from behind. That shadow had somehow moved behind her. Annie struggled desperately. She finally escaped from the closet. Hearing the scream, the parents rushed into the room. They asked what happened to Annie, but Annie was already terrified. She pointed at the strange painting on the wall and cried. She said the man in the painting came out. The father found it unbelievable. How could there be a person in a painting? Everyone thought Annie just had a nightmare, but her cut hair was real. Seeing his daughter did not seem to be lying, the father decided to take down the strange painting, but strangely the painting seemed fused with the wall and could not be removed. With no choice, the father called his son to help. The two struggled hard to remove the painting. Unexpectedly, something even more terrifying came later. At night the mother was sleeping. Suddenly she heard footsteps outside. At first she thought it was a thief, but when she walked out she saw a little boy running on the stairs in the middle of the night. In the end he directly entered the painting on the wall. Obviously that boy was not their child, but the figure from the painting.